Hello and welcome to Let's Talk About It, a podcast sponsored by the FUSE ICT and hosted right here on campus at Wichita State University.
So our first topic that we're going to kick off with is that of first-generation students. So first generation, by definition, is a college student whose parents did not complete a bachelor's degree. So either one of those parents. So close to about 50% of the students on our campus identify as first generation, and that number is steadily growing. We wanted to hear the stories from those who identify as first-gen college students and those on the front lines that are advocating for this populations of students on our campus. So let's talk about it.
It's an unseen, non-visible identity. And so a lot of our students move in spaces and places where people don't identify or know that they're first gen. And so it hasn't been easy.
What were some of the factors that drove you to wanting to go to college?
My parents, absolutely, number one, above all, because you have to reflect on your past, and you can never forget your past and the reason why your parents made the sacrifices in order for you to be here.
As well as the idea of just strongly believing that college was my stepping stone. That's how I was going to succeed in my career, and that's how I was going to have a happy and successful life.
Systems protect themselves. The human body is created in order to have redundancies and to kick out viruses or changes or things that aren't supposed to be there. We've got to normalize the system so that the first-gen students and students of color and poor kids and returning adult students aren't kicked out because they're foreign matter within the system, that the system knows and identifies that they are important parts and grows based on that rather than boots them out of the system.
When you get to your final semester and you're walking across that stage or you're graduating, don't ever make that statement, I wish I could have, because you can always, right? If you put your grit into it, if you put your effort into it, if you put time, if you invest in yourself, you can do anything.
A first-gen student is also a first-gen professional who's also maybe a first-gen home buyer, who's also a first-gen investor. You're a first-gen for the rest of your life.
I feel like I'm ready to tackle the world, if I'm being completely honest.